I was reading a passage today. It's a pretty common passage. It's the passage on the cleansing of the lepers. You can find it in Luke chapter 17, verses 11 through 21. And I was reading through it, and I was preparing for Bible study, and it struck me how crazy it was that 9 out of the 10 lepers did not return back after they were healed to go see Jesus. For those of you that aren't very familiar with the story, Jesus comes across 10 lepers, and they shout to him from a distance, and they ask that they be healed. And Jesus sends them on their way to the priest to confirm their healing. And they hadn't been healed yet. And on their way, they are healed. And one, a Samaritan, returns, and he goes back and runs back to Jesus, proclaiming Jesus' name and thanking him and rejoicing. And then he falls at Jesus' feet. And the other 9, they just continue on their way, supposedly towards the priest. And I thought, how crazy is that? That 9 of them didn't go back. But as I thought about it more, I realized that in many ways, sometimes we're like that. And I think this is why. Because I bet that those 9 were very grateful for the healing. And I'm sure they were thanking God to themselves. But they were probably so caught up in getting to the priest, getting their cleansing confirmed, and then going to see their family, being part of society, doing things that they hadn't been able to do for a really long time. And when you think about it, how many times do we do that? How many times are we given blessings and gifts, abundantly given them from the Father, and then we just continue on our way? And we fail to stop. We get caught up with family or things that we have to get done. Maybe as we end Advent here, we've got a couple of days left, and we go into the Christmas season, we can stop as the Samaritans stopped, and we can turn back and thank the Lord for the things that he has given us, to realize all the abundant blessings that we have in our lives, and to run to him, rejoicing, sing his praise, and to fall at his feet, maybe at the manger, and to thank him for everything that we have been given in our lives. Finally, during the Christmas season, I think we can also focus and spend some time realizing how Christ comes to us. Not only does Christ come in the manger historically, he comes in our lives, but he comes in many different ways to us. Sometimes Christ may come in a family member, or the whole family getting together, or some friends. Maybe it's the stranger that you have a conversation with. Maybe it's the worker at one of the shopping malls that you come into contact with. There's just so many different ways. Maybe it's getting in touch again with the Eucharist, and how Jesus comes to us every Sunday in the Mass and in the beautiful sacrament of the Eucharist. So maybe this Christmas, let's focus on all the ways that Christ has blessed us, all the gifts that have been given, the ways that we've been healed. We run back to him giving praise and thanksgiving. And then we also come to recognize how many ways Jesus reaches out to us, how many ways he comes to us. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and God bless.